Hi guys, I hope you're enjoying the HSN craft day. You know, a lot of people asked that I would do the little instant camera here for the diamond press little messages interactive wheel set. I always want to make that right. Interactive wheel card. Initially this was sent free of charge from Diamond Press for my review, and all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Having said that, depending on when you're watching this, if you pick this up before the craft day, the price has dropped a little bit, so just go ahead and make sure you get your price match, because I had mentioned if you pick things up early and if they change, you have a 30-day guarantee on that. And you can just chat with HSN online about it, or you can give them a call and they'll quickly and easily give you that price match. So really easy. But so what I'm going to do is, since I've already done a whole longer tutorial on, you know, cutting your base and doing all these things, I'm going to cut most of it, and then we'll come back and talk about the wheel and then get going from there. Okay guys, I have a few things prepared. Like I said, I have a full tutorial, but this one's going to be a little bit quicker just because I'm not going to go through every single step. But I did cut my wheel. Of course, we have the templates that come in the kit. We have our little wheel holder, I don't know what you want to call it. I have so yes, I have my basic A2 size card here, and I matted it with just a piece of paper is what I'm going to do. Layering paper from the pack that I'm going to use, because I have I think a cute idea. We'll see what you guys think. This paper is like 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, so it's just under the 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So I will adhere that just so that's nice and ready to go. And so since we're going to use the instant camera, we need to cut our paper, but we also need to use, of course, our base die. And this time it's a little bit different from the typewriter. We need this die right here, but we need to put it at the bottom. Okay, so the typewriter, the paper comes out the top, so the little aperture needs to be towards the top, and then the Polaroid or the instant camera, it comes out the bottom, so this is going to be at the bottom. And that's not anything I just made up. It's in your instructions, so you can always refer back to that information, but right here. So if you're doing typewriter, up at the top, camera down at the bottom. And the little notch is a little bit higher up, so I don't think there's a way to do this backwards. Well, I guess if you had this on this side, you might do something like that, but we're going to have it here for this video. And then this guy's going to go in here, and I'm just going to trim off this excess paper. And of course you want to tape down our dies very, very well so that they don't move while they're going through the marquee or whatever cutting system you have. Again, that's a question I still continue to get. Any machine that will cut a thin metal die, you can use your diamond press dies in, and vice versa. So if you have any dies, thin metal dies from other companies, you can definitely put them in the marquee or even the little diamond press, right? The original, as long as it's the right size. So I'll trim that off. I'm going to run this through and I'll be right back. Okay. So that's our base, and that's, how we need it to come down out of the bottom. So the other thing I'll do real quickly, and I'm kind of doing this one backwards. Before I did the decorations, colored everything in, and then I did the card base. But we're going to need these pieces. We have our card base, that little guy, our Brad, and then our wheel. And this time, when we go to stamp our images, we're going to put this in. I liked what I did the other day. It was easy to just kind of hold this down with the paper, just like this. And I want you to notice it says bottom window, okay? So we can read it clearly. When it says top window, that's the stuff that you want for like the you can read it clearly and correctly, right? Because otherwise it's backwards. Is for the typewriter. So we're gonna turn this over, and it says bottom window. So I'm just gonna do what I did the other day, because I did like just kind of sticking it down, and it worked out real well. And then just gonna make sure here, just a couple there. And again, you can follow along in the instructions, and if you want a more in-depth video, make sure to watch the first one. But we have it here, and you're just going to put your sentiments in there. And if you think about it, when you're turning the wheel, they're just being read straight up and down. You don't have to put them backwards or upside down anyway. It's just like if you were reading it. So you're just going to stamp all around, but so you can read them. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the hello ones today, because what I'm planning on doing with this is going to work out really well. I think that'll be really cute. So I'm just going to take all the different ones that say hello, hola, bonjour. We have ni hao, guten tag, and ciao, I suppose. The thank yous are like thank you, gracias, merci, shishia, danka, and grazie. And then these are all the love ones here. So I am just going to pick whichever ones I like here. So again, starting with, you know, whichever one. I have hello here. And I'm just going to take some ink. And just like I did before, just check it out. And just kind of eyeballing it. Again, you can write your own little sentiment. You can do whatever you like. I was thinking another idea would be to, well, I'll show you once we get to the things I want to cut out with the little photographs, but it's basically Hello Kitty stuff. So I think it'll be very cute if you were to do a whole Hello Kitty around here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about that in just a minute, but, or whatever subject you're using. So I'll keep stamping. And again, just as you're stamping them, here I'm going to turn it a little bit, but it's still facing, you know, the right way. So we have hola. I didn't stamp it backwards, you know what I'm saying? So just make sure it's facing out and correct. And then you have the little arrow, which last time I used the word turn, so maybe this time I will, excuse me, do the arrow. Last time I used the word turn all around, so I'll stamp the little arrows in those little gaps, and I'll be right back. Okay, just finish that up. And again, as you follow along with the instructions, I'll just put this to the side for now. We have our card. This is the front. Hope you can see that this is kind of in the lower area. I'm going to turn that over. And then we are going to adhere these things together. Okay, so we're just going to push our little brads here up. There's little fold score lines in there. It's very easy to do. Just push them up from the back. So this is the front side. And then we're going to turn it over. We're going to put glue on this and glue it down. And I'm just gluing it straight, close to the edges I can get, just so it doesn't go anywhere. But so this curve is kind of following here. So I mean, obviously you don't want to put it crooked or that. Just try to make it as straight as you can. And there we go. And before you really glue it down, if you want to give it a test run, like don't put any glue yet, you can pop this guy in and see kind of where it's going to be, but it's pretty easy to just get it going there. And I'm going to let this set up. When we come back, we'll adhere our wheel, and then we'll talk about decorating it. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay, and then this is going to face down because you want your words to show through the apertures here. And again, the other day I just kind of felt around to see where the little notches were. Kind of get one caught in there, and then push the other ones towards the center. And we got that one, and I just have one left to do right there. Okay, so if you see that, just pop them through and push them down. And when you turn it over, that's your little turny. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh, adorable. So again, that's going to be my base, and then I'm going to have this on here, and then we have our decorations. So you can do this lots of different ways, from very easy to, you know, this is going to be a little something I think is going to be really fun. So I'm going to stamp this, just like I did the typewriter, I'm going to stamp this on some cardstock that I can then use my alcohol inks to color in, you know, watercolor, whatever it is you want to color in, or just stamp it on a color of paper that you like, let's say pink or something, and the whole thing will be pink, you know, with the detail, however you like. But I'm going to do that on white stamping paper, and then I'm going to alcohol ink color them. And then, of course, I would cut it out. Again, just as easy. Once you're stamped and done, you put your little die over your paper and cut it out. Now, I have this paper pack, and I thought this would be cute. We will see. And I have, you know, tons of, like, Disney paper packs and things like that. And I thought it would be really cute if we made the little Polaroids look like they took pictures of these little people. So I went through my paper pack and I'm looking at it. There are some smaller ones and there are larger ones, but I think I want to use this paper. And so what I'm going to do is probably do 3 of them. And this is for the decoration. This is not for the aperture or anything like that. So I'm going to take this guy. And now there are 2 different ones. So you have the stamp, and I'm going to stamp that, and then I'm going to cut it out. Now, you have 2 different ways to cut it out. This one here that cuts that little aperture in the center, or this one that just cuts out the whole outside of it. So you can cut the whole outside. You can do what I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this, and then use the little piece that comes out and pop it in here just to make it look like a, you know, instant photo. You can do what I'm going to do, which is I'm going to cut 3 of these out in just white, just so I have a backing piece of paper. And then I'm going to cut 3 of these out just in white, because that's going to be the actual Polaroid, or like the, you know, the little film. And then, or the picture itself, I guess, not film, right? And then I'm gonna take this guy and look through the aperture and just put him where I want. Like that little guy fits in there so cute, and I would just, you know, cut around, run it through so I have that little guy there. The little Hello Kitty herself, like a little part of her face there. I have this little, you know, bear. I don't know, you can't see it, but it's down here. So I'm just gonna go around through my paper and cut these out. 3 of these also. I'll be right back. I have all my pieces here. Look how sweet this came out. Oh, I love it. So cute. And I was just kind of showing that, you know, a little gray here, a little light blue in there makes it, you know, pop, even though it's not a lot of color, but just something that you're gonna add on. And basically we're gonna stick this onto here like this. Okay, so we have all our pieces, and these little guys, what I was trying to explain is, and hopefully it'll make more sense now that you see them, we have the die that will just cut this out. You can also just stamp this and cut it out with this die if you want, and then we would piece this back in there like this, or just put it on top, you know, because you would have the ink marks, and you would just place this on there. But I wanted to cut it out and make it a little more special. You don't have to have this background piece. If you're just going to stick them onto your card like this and then pop this in, then you don't really need the background piece. But I might, you know, I want them to have some movement and different layers, so I do want that on there. So what I'm going to do is just glue these together on all 3 of them. I'll do the same thing. And this is just for funsies. You can decorate however you like, of course. And again, there's different ways of cutting this out or using it. But I'm just going to back it on there, just so it has something to stick to when I pop my little picture in. And I'll do the same thing for all of them. Just like that, and then get this pieced into that spot. Okay, and I'll do the same thing with all 3, and then I'll also go ahead and just glue this down while we're doing this. So again, I'm gonna put glue all over this and then just place it right there and hold it down. So when we come back, we're almost ready to finish up. So I have that done, all stuck down, super cute. We'll have our little pieces. And then, you know, I thought these were adorable, the little like flashy things. I mean, there's lots of little cute things we can put here. And then, you know, just a little message to say, and then you say, you know, all the bonjour and hello and things, or just saying, I mean it. You have no matter how you say it, it means, and then you have your little sentiments there. So I'm going to put this in a way that I can stamp it easily. And so I'm just going to add a little of this. This is so cute. A little there, and a little here. That's cute. All right. So before I put my little toppers, I'm just going to do this a little bit different. So the last video I showed you just, you know, you put your glue there just like it shows in the instructions. The instructions do say that if you want to hand it to somebody, like if you're sending it in the mail, you might want to keep it flat. But if you're going to hand it to somebody, to go ahead and use dimensional adhesive. I have some on a roll, but I don't think you really need the kind that's on a roll. You could probably just cut little pieces, especially this one. This one's a little bit thick. Let me see if I can find a thinner one. And basically we're just going to put some foam. So again, you know, however it is that you need to do this. I have a little paper stuck on here. Like this one, I think I'm just going to go kind of across this way. But you can also just go corner to corner, however it is that you want to do it. However you feel more comfortable. I think it just needs a little bit like that. So I will stick this piece here and just kind of build it around my circle. Obviously you don't want to trap your circle. So I'm just going to about some little pieces. And I'll just go around this whole thing. Like down here we have a little like wider spot, so I can probably go from here to here. All the way across just to support that a little better. And then from here to here. I think that'll be good. Maybe one more little piece just in here. I just like to add a little support. Okay, I'm gonna take all the backs off of this and I'll be right back. So this paper also came from that same paper stack, so it just kind of coordinates. So I'm gonna put this on here, and my son is in band right now, and he's a first-year trumpet, and he's gonna start blowing on that horn. So I'm gonna spare you guys that. So let me put this on here, and just being careful. And then whenever I use foam, I don't know why, I always want to turn it over and just give it a good squish, and that's just me. All right, there it is. And that gives you a little more space, and look how free-flowing that little spinner works. So you have your hello. Oh, so cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. So what I was trying to say is, imagine taking the wheel and cutting, you know, into like the Hello Kitty paper. So everything that comes through here is like a scenery. And if you still want the little arrows, obviously you want thicker paper. I would cut the white circle. I would cut the circle from whatever paper or pattern paper you like. I would stick them both together really well. But if you want these arrows to show, then you can just trim your circle down, you know? Just no one, as long as you get it smaller than this, no one's going to see it, right? From the sides. So you can just trim it down a little bit. But you know, that'll take a little, that's the next level. If you guys want to see that, let me know and I'll try it out. And then we have our little guys. Oh my gosh. So cute. Okay, so these I'm going to stick down with some 3D glue gel that I have here. And of course Hello Kitty's the star, so she needs to be on top, but let's put these little guys down. Tell me anybody who has, even if you have like little pictures or something, you can cut down. Oh, cute. I have like, you always have like group pictures where there's just like a few people, you know, a big picture, so there's a lot of people in it, so you can get quite a few faces in there because the picture ends up being kind of small there. I think that's really cute. Let me see if I can. Let me put that one up there and throw this one here. I just want them to look like they were just shot and thrown there. So cute. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this gives you another idea, and thank you guys for the ones who requested, you know, to see this guy in action. But look at that. Oh, adorable. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for saying these. And I'll have the links for you guys. I know tons of you guys already picked it up, and hopefully this just gives you another idea. And yeah, so I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.